search warrant!
Want out of this place, right?
If I want to.
You can just walk in and kick anybody?
If I want to.
Brent.
Nobody cares that your wife is pregnant. Nobody cares.
Yeah, evidently you did because you thought you could go yell at her and get away with it.
Nobody cares.
Welcome to U.S. Dirty Cops will dive into 3 shocking cases where cops busted into the wrong house and refused to leave. Join us to explore the details and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and comment to support our channel. If you like this video, press 1.
Police with a search warrant! Police with a search warrant!
On April 6, 2023, several officers from the New Haven Police Department were dispatched to conduct a raid in connection with a child pornography investigation involving Tim Yurgo, a 35-year-old suspect. Despite being instructed that Yurgo resided on the second floor of an apartment on E Street, the officers mistakenly ended up on the third floor. Unaware of their error, they proceeded to raid the apartment of an innocent family who were asleep at the time. One officer knocked on the door and identified themselves before another used a battering ram to forcefully enter the apartment with guns drawn.
Police with a search warrant! Police with a search warrant!
The Connecticut General Assembly report emphasizes that officers must typically knock and announce their presence before entering a home to conduct a search with a warrant. Any use of force to enter, even slight, constitutes breaking and activates this rule. However, exceptions like no-knock warrants exist, allowing police to enter with surprise. In this scenario, officers mistakenly entered the wrong apartment, surprising the daughter inside. Despite realizing their error, they continued the search, informing the daughter of the warrant. The legality of their entry remains unclear, raising questions about their actions.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Door that way. Door.
What?
Police with a search warrant. Stand by. Is there anybody else inside this room with you?
No. No. Why? Why?
Where's Tim?
Who?
Tim. Your girl, Tim.
The neighbor downstairs?
So he's downstairs.
No,
Meanwhile, the other officers scoured the remaining rooms of the apartment. Amidst this, the mother, Stacy, was also confronted and immediately placed in handcuffs without being told exactly what was going on, other than the fact that there was a search warrant. However, they technically didn't have one since they weren't in the right apartment to begin with.
Hands. Yep, hold on. One second. Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on in just 1 second, okay? We have a search warrant, all right? We'll explain everything.
It's clear.
my son is in the room.
Okay.
Miss Rosenter and her family experienced a terrifying ordeal when officers mistakenly barged into their apartment. Miss Rosenter, visibly shaken, tearfully informed the officers that her son was sleeping, and expressed relief when she found out he hadn't been awakened by the commotion. The officers, realizing their mistake, released Miss Rosenter from handcuffs and engaged in a discussion with her and her daughter about the confusion. Miss Rosenter explained that their floor was labeled as the third floor, causing the officers to apologize for their error. Meanwhile, other officers searched the correct apartment downstairs and found what they needed for their investigation. The department promised to repair Miss Rosenter's door promptly and provided her with contact information, assuring her of assistance if needed in the aftermath of the incident.
Stuff. We're going to call your landlord right after probably call him now, actually, if you want to know about the damage. We'll provide you with a case number for the search warrant execution, because obviously none of this is your fault. It's all our fault. So we'll make sure it gets fixed as soon as possible. Hopefully today we'll get him here to come take care of that.
Mayor Justin Elliker and Police Chief Carl Jacobson addressed an incident where New Haven police mistakenly entered the home of Miss Westry, apologizing for the mistake but justifying it due to the urgency of the situation. They emphasized their commitment to child safety and announced an internal investigation into the raid. Chief Jacobson expressed satisfaction with how officers handled the situation, but acknowledged the mistake of entering the wrong door. Miss Westry described feeling traumatized by the incident and expressed a need for therapy. She filed a lawsuit against the New Haven Police Department and city officials, citing emotional distress and seeking damages. The legal outcome and the internal investigation are pending.
Whoever you want out of this place, right?
If I want to.
You can just walk in and kick anybody?
If I want to. Nobody cares that your wife is pregnant. Nobody cares.
Yeah, evidently you did because you thought you could go yell at her and get away with it.
Nobody cares that your children got kicked out. No one cares.
Yeah. You can just come in here and just kick out whoever you want out?
I can if I want to. I run something.
Unless you want to find yourself in the back of my car.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How about
Were you the guy that kicked out 2 girls and a bunch of kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You don't raise your voice to girls, a pregnant woman, and a bunch of kids.
Look.
No, there's no look. There's no look.
I will call the sheriff's department.
Call them then. What are you gonna do? You yelled at a bunch of women and kids? Feel like a man? Yeah, call them. Let them know. Let them know that you're harassing women and children at this establishment. They did nothing wrong.
Yeah, come get a sheriff's deputy down to campaign, and I have some reports. So come over harassing me after there was people on the property.
Yeah, call them.
I'm directly in front of campaign. The one with the campaign is on over. No, the other side. My name's Levi Rhodes. I work for Spartan Security. Yes, ma'am, and I want all of them trespass. I know 3 and a group of kids, and this man right here is
Ironic. That's ironic, harassing you. My wife and kids are doing nothing, and you're gonna come and fuck with them. But they're harassing you? Hilarious.
She wanted to run them out that way, so I told her she could leave. And I guess she said,
Okay, a little power trip. You gotta run out women and yell at women and kids.
you went that way until the police got here?
I'm gonna wait right here.
Because you don't intimidate me, you don't scare me.
I ain't trying to intimidate and scare you. You try to intimidate and scare women and children, though. That's what you did.
Look, I have final say. If I don't want them in here, they can look at me.
You don't have to harass women and children. They were doing nothing to you. They were doing nothing to nobody. This mall's empty.
You do not know the situation. You do not know.
Yes, I do. I've told me the situation.
Okay, cool.
They were playing, doing nothing wrong.
I can tell him that the sky is pink. Doesn't make.
You just come in here and just kick out whoever you want out.
I can if I want to.
That's how it works. Just kick whoever you want out, no matter what.
I mean, I had a reason for kicking them out. She wants to run her mouth so she'll get kicked out.
As you were yelling at her as she was walking out, they were leaving, weren't they? And you were yelling at them as they were leaving.
I told her to leave.
Why? Wait. You told her to leave. Hold on. You told her to leave because you just felt like it, right? You could kick whoever you want to kick out of this mall. Must be nice thinking you run the mall. You're just security.
Hey.
You don't own this mall.
If I tell them to leave, they leave. So I mean.
Oh, you just get to tell whoever you want to leave.
I run something.
Yeah. Security. That's all. Mall cop. That's it.
Oh, so
That's all you are. You're not over here. You ain't anything high.
you got me.
You ain't nothing.
You got me.
You a little security job.
And you're something standing here yelling at me.
Yeah, I'm showing you off for yelling at my wife and my pregnant wife and my children.
Nobody cares that your
Let
wife.
him come over here. We'll sort them out. Why don't you go in your car where the real cops come? I'm done talking to you. I'm talking to real cops. Go away. I'm talking to real cops. Go away, mall cop. How you doing?
Okay, first of all, drop the attitude. Okay? Don't even, because he wants you trespassed. So I need your ID first of all.
ID, did I do anything illegal?
I need your ID. He wants you to trespass. As soon as we have this conversation, you're going to leave the mall property and you're not coming back.
That's fine. Can I have paperwork on that?
So, you can give me your ID.
Did I do anything illegal? It's a question, though.
You can give me your ID, first of all.
Can I answer the question? Did I do anything illegal? I'll give you my ID if I did something illegal.
Okay. We haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Okay, but did I do anything illegal?
So, we're going to figure that out. But right now, I need your ID.
What if I did something illegal? I'll give it to you, but I've been doing it illegal. Do I need to give you my ID?
I'm on a call that I was dispatched you're involved in. By state law, you have to take and give your ID.
In Ashland, Kentucky, at Camp Landing, there's an incident involving security guards who show disregard for visitors' concerns. Despite no legal requirement to identify themselves to law enforcement in Kentucky, a security guard calls the police over a situation involving a visitor who hasn't committed a crime. The police arrive and force the visitor to show identification, violating their rights. This highlights a broader issue where some security guards act boldly because they expect police support. This situation raises questions about the hiring practices of places like Camp Landing and the behavior of law enforcement in such situations.
This is not up for discussion. Unless you want to find yourself in the back of my car, give me your ID.
On the risk of arrest, I'll give you my ID, okay?
Go over and talk to him and see.
Yeah.
On the risk of arrest, here's my ID. Ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay. What's your side of the story?
My wife comes home, this guy's yelling. My wife comes home, says this guy yelled at her. I said,
Okay.
sure. I said, sure, whatever. And she goes, listen, he's yelling out loud. We went to the mall to go complain about, no, we went to the movies to complain about the guy yelling.
Okay.
Guy follows us to the movies. Says to get out of the movies.
Okay.
And I said, what? What do you mean? She goes,
You talking about this guy here?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the exact guy.
Okay.
He said to come over here that you know, to get out the movies, all this stuff. So she comes home to me. She tells me this. As she's telling me this, I can hear my kids in the background going, the mean man's yelling, screaming and yelling. I'm sitting here. I finally come back here. I approach him. I go, hey, listen, what's going on? He starts going, oh, you, it's not what you think. Listen, you yelled at a woman and kids. Come on. She was doing nothing. The kids were doing nothing. You just wanted to yell and kick them out. Then we're outside. I'm waiting by that bench. He's in his car. He gets out his car, comes over to me, and starts saying I can kick whoever I want to kick out the more. Then he slowly changes it to, well, with due reason.
Okay.
That's the long and short of the whole story.
Okay. All right. Here's what you're going to have to do. You and your wife are going to come out here during business hours. Okay. And I would suggest call, because as of right now, your wife isn't here, so I can't trespass her.
It's fine.
You're going to be trespassed because that's what security wants.
It's
okay.
fine.
What I would suggest take and do is call, talk to whoever the general manager is here or whoever's over, because I have no idea who's over this anymore. Okay. However, talk to them, explain the situation that happened tonight, and see what, if anything, can be done to resolve the issue. Okay. What he's telling us is I guess when your wife and kids were out here, there's a ride in there, and I guess all three of the kids were on it. Supposedly he asked them to get off, and it upset your wife because I guess it's not built for three. I wasn't here for that. I don't know. It's been long enough that apparently your wife's went home and you've come back out.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, the only reason you got the attitude that you did whenever we first showed up is because when I stepped out of the car, the way that you were yelling, carrying on, okay, I want to know who I'm dealing with when you're in that state of mind, okay? And by law, if I'm dealing with you and I ask for your ID, you have to give me your ID. It doesn't mean you're under arrest or you're in trouble, okay?
Yeah, so I'm not trying to overrule you on anything, I promise you. But unless it's a stop in that state, you're not.
Okay, well...
or unless I'm being convicted of a crime or I committed a crime or I'm in the process of committing a crime.
I'm investigating,
right.
Okay? So, yeah, you do have to, okay? It's just like a traffic stop. You do have to, okay? We're not going to discuss it here. We're not going to...
Fine.
But you're trespassed from this point on from this property. If you come back on this property, you you will be arrested. Do you understand that?
Understand, 100%.
Okay.
Can I have paperwork
All
for
right.
that? By any
So
chance, please?
you have to talk to your general manager. We don't carry paperwork. We don't have paperwork. What it'll be recorded on is the dispatch CAD. Okay, so as soon as I'm done with you, I'm gonna tell my dispatcher that you are, since I ran your ID, that you're trespassed, and it'll be on record at the Boyd County 911.
Okay. Will I be able to contact them to get that paperwork?
You might be able to talk to them during business hours also, okay?
Is this Boyd County Sheriff?
No, it's the 911 center is where it's located at, okay? Here's your ID back. You can leave the property.
Okay, what's your name and badge number? Just for
Deputy
the record?
Nance, 218.
Thank you, sir. I
Okay.
appreciate that. And, sir, just because you were here, what's your name and badge number?
Deputy Aldrich, 239.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
In this scenario, it's emphasized that it's important to be aware of your rights, especially because it appears that law enforcement officers might not always be fully informed about them. The message highlights the necessity for individuals to take responsibility for protecting their own rights by understanding them thoroughly.
You know what you should do? You should go inside and educate our federal workers.
I was thinking, I just was getting curious.
Just educate them.
So, what, you were taking pictures, what the reason was, that's all.
And I was asking you, do I need a reason?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering
Why?
what the reason was.
Why do I need a
Because
reason?
it's a little, it's a little big, you're filming pictures, you're taking pictures here where we have a lot of crimes.
You're recording me. Is that weird?
That's part of the problem. You're very hard to talk.
In Harrison Police Department in New York, where officers were unaware of basic laws regarding public filming and photography, the video illustrates a common occurrence where law enforcement encounters individuals engaging in legal activities but are unsure how to respond. The significance of such incidents is emphasized, as they reveal a potential lack of understanding of citizens' rights by the police. The concern is that if officers are uninformed about minor laws, it raises questions about how they would handle more significant situations, posing potential risks to individuals' rights. This underscores the importance of knowing one's rights, especially since such knowledge may not be adequately taught in police academies.
Oh, she left. These people are playing games. Every time I leave, they come out. These people are hilarious. This is White Plains.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Officer Pops at Harrison Police.
I didn't hear you.
Officer Pops at Harrison Police. You taking pictures of the post office, or any particular reason, or?
Do I need a reason?
No, you don't need a reason. But
Okay.
it's fine.
What's up, bud?
Somebody cold.
Yeah, someone calling you taking pictures over here or something.
What's your name and badge number?
Oh, you can, that's fine. What were you doing taking pictures over here? We're just wondering.
You didn't answer my question.
You have to answer my question too, okay?
I asked you
You're being
first.
recorded. My name's Officer DeFonts, okay?
The fonts?
Yeah.
142?
Okay, so what were you taking pictures of?
I'm sorry?
We're just curious. We got a couple of calls that you're taking
Yeah,
pictures
they
in the area.
cold. It's,
Okay.
Any particular reason you take the pictures or not?
Is there a reason why you're recording?
Yes, because that's part of our procedure.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that's fine. So any reason you take pictures, then the quicker we can get out of here.
Do I need a reason?
Yeah, you need to hurry. We just got a call. We're just curious because we had a lot of criminal activity in the area here, so we just want to make
Wow.
sure everything's okay. Okay? Is there any reason you were photographing?
There's a reason for everything.
Okay, so what's your reason?
Do I need a reason?
Yes, it explains to you. Do you have ID with you, sir?
For what?
So I could identify you.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I don't know. You're not helping me answer questions, so I don't know if you did a crime or didn't do a crime.
So why are you asking me for ID?
Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, and you're not being very
You need
helpful.
reasonable articulable suspicion.
Yes, I have plenty of suspicion. My suspicion is
Of what
we had a lot
crime?
of calls. You were coming in the area.
What crime do you
doing-
suspect me of
this is a
committing?
federal building, sir.
Okay.
And we got a lot of calls. We've been having a lot of crime here. A lot of people have been stealing from mailboxes and that. We just want to make sure.
What
I'm not saying
crime?
it's you. You're not listening. I'm trying to explain.
You're not
to you.
answering my question.
You're being very difficult.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I'm trying to get to the bottom. Trying to figure this out.
It sounds like there's an incident where the police claim to have a valid reason to detain or request identification from someone, but in reality, there's no clear evidence or reasonable suspicion of a crime. The auditor has pointed out this discrepancy, emphasizing that mere suspicion isn't enough to justify such actions. It's frustrating when law enforcement doesn't adhere to these principles, and it raises questions about when they'll recognize and respect individuals' rights in such situations.
Can you work with us so we can...
You want me to help you with your investigation?
Yeah, we want to know what you were doing here. That's as simple as that. I'm asking you simple
Whatever you see me doing is what I was doing.
I just got here. You tell me. I wasn't here before when I got the call. We got multiple calls.
I didn't call you, first of all.
You didn't call me, sir.
Okay.
We got multiple calls from residents. They wanted to know what was going on. We got calls from people in the building. We're just trying to see what's going on, that's all.
So you should speak to the reporting party.
We did. That's why they brought us here. We're checking.
What did they tell you?
What's that, sir?
What did they tell you?
They were filming the building.
Oh, is that a crime?
They didn't say it was a crime.
So why you need my ID?
Just want to know what's going on. What brings you in the area? That's all. Just asking simple questions. That's all. Yeah. So
once you ask me for ID and you can't come up with reasonable articulate suspicion, that's when I get upset.
No, I did give you a reason because we had a lot of issues. I told you people been stealing from the
But in order to ask for my ID, you need to have RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion, that I either committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to commit a crime.
I don't. Well, I'm
You're not articulating a crime.
Because I'm explaining to you
that there's crime in it. That's like you can stop somebody. Hey, let me get your ID. There's a lot of crime in the area. Do you understand?
That's all, sir. I'm not saying
Is suspicion a crime?
I'm not saying anything wrong. I just wanted to know what you were doing. If you're telling me you're just taking a picture of the building, that's fine. We can leave.
I said that.
No, you didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. And you said that I need a reason to.
A reason to what?
You said, is there a reason why you're taking pictures of the building? So you know I'm taking pictures of the building.
I was asking you.
But because
I wanted to know what the reason.
So you know what I'm doing.
I don't know why you're taking pictures of the building. That's all.
Do you need to know why?
Yes, I do.
I'm exercising my First Amendment.
It's a federal bill. We're just curious.
Do you know that the Department of Homeland Security?
What's your first name?
Do you know the Department of Homeland Security put out a memo in 2018 that the American citizens have the right to take pictures inside and outside of federal buildings?
I understand that.
So why are you?
We got multiple.
So why do I need a reason?
I don't know why you give me such a hard time.
I'm not, because you asked me for ID.
Yes.
And I feel offended. Like
I don't mean to offend you. It's not offending. I just wanted to know what the reason for the pictures.
And then rather than coming up to me, right? You should speak to them. They called you.
Yeah, they called. They said you were outside.
I didn't call you. I don't need help.
I said you called me. I said they called inside. I wanted to see
What I'm saying is I don't need nobody's help. I don't need nothing from nobody.
I didn't say you did.
I'm just minding my business.
Okay. Well, we just need, a couple of answers. What was going on? That's all. So you just taking pictures of the building. That's
You know
all?
what you should do? You should go inside and educate the federal workers.
I was thinking that. I just was getting curious.
Just educate them.
So what you were taking pictures? What the reason was? That's all.
And I was asking you, do I need a reason?
Well, yeah. I was just wondering
Why?
what the reason was.
Why do I need a reason?
Because it's a little weird. You're filming pictures. You're taking pictures here where we have a lot of crimes.
You're recording me. Is that weird?
That's part of the problem. You're very hard to talk.
This person has a knack for posing thought-provoking questions that prompt officers to reassess their perspectives and acknowledge the validity of his points. This scenario you're referring to exemplifies his skill in challenging conventional thinking and inspiring self-reflection among those he interacts with.
Where's your press credentials?
My press credentials is the First Amendment. So where's your credentials to practice your speech?
Free speech is the First Amendment.
Exactly, just like freedom of the press. That means we're all press.
Person reverses the situation by asking a police officer if they are recording, catching the officer off guard. The officer then accuses the person of being difficult, which is a typical response when individuals assert their rights or mirror the officer's behavior. This dynamic highlights the power dynamics at play during police encounters.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to make everything make sense. That's it.
So just relax. I see you shaking.
I am relaxed.
I see you shaking. You're nervous. You don't need to.
I mean, you guys got guns.
No, don't worry.
I don't have
worry
guns.
What we got. Don't worry what we got. So at the end of the day, somebody called and said somebody's out there taking pictures, videos of the building. To them, it appeared to be a suspicious activity. They reported it to us. We come here, we talk to you, ask a few questions. We just want to make sure you know whatever you're doing, it's not compromising anybody's safety in this building. And if that's the fact, then you go on with your day. What's the big deal? I see you recording us. Good for you. We're recording everything we do all day long, so there's nothing wrong with it. But we come here, we ask you what's going on. You have a simple conversation with us. You go on with your day. It's not the end of the world.
I did.
Okay. So
you asked me what I'm doing. You said
you're taking pictures. So can I ask you? So did you go inside? Did you have an argument with them? Are you pissed off with them? Is it something else going on? Or you're only taking pictures of the building?
I don't care about nobody in there.
Okay.
I've never even been inside that building.
Good.
In my entire life, have I ever stepped foot in that building?
We don't know that.
But just know, somebody's calling, they're concerned, somebody's taking pictures, video outside. I don't know what the backstory behind it. Well, why are you doing this? So you've never been inside,
Never.
You work for USPS? You said you have
I don't really answer questions, honestly.
Okay, all right, man. I just want to make sure you didn't walk in and had an argument with them and now you're reporting outside.
Is that what they reported?
No.
What did they report?
They said somebody outside is taking video or pictures of the building and it appears to be suspicious.
Is that a crime?
It's not a crime, but like...
So...
It's just racist.
It ends where it starts. There's a guy outside taking pictures.
But you see your behavior, why we're a little...
Yeah.
We want to leave. We want to leave you alone. Believe me. We want to go.
I mean, am I detained?
No, you're not.
Okay, so you can leave me alone.
We just want to know what... I don't know why it's a simple question. Why you're
Because the
taking
whole thing is simple. You see me on the public sidewalk taking pictures, and you're like, why? What's your reason for taking pictures? And I ask you, do I need a reason to take pictures in public on such a beautiful day?
All right, so...
And you're like, yes, you need a reason. No, I do not need a reason, sir. And I'm trying to keep the peace too, but you're making it more complicated. I'm just a private citizen in America exercising my rights on the public sidewalk.
That's fine.
If people feel uncomfortable, that's because they're ignorant to our rights. That's where you guys come in, the guys that took an oath to our rights, and you educate the reporting party. Hey, listen, he's just on the public sidewalk taking pictures.
So that's all. So we got your side of the story.
Then rather than telling me, yeah, you need a reason, I don't need a reason.
No, but sir, we just needed your side of the story. So we tell us.
There is no side of the story. What you see is what I've been doing. Standing on the public sidewalk taking pictures.
Okay, that's it. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
All right. You have a
Simple.
good day, sir.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
Am I free to go? That means I'm free to stay too, right?
You're free to stay. Just whatever.
Don't bother anybody.
Whatever's going on.
And don't eat snow. Don't eat yellow snow.
Okay.
Right.
Good tip.
Thank you.
Whatever's going on, don't go inside and have an argument with them.
I don't need directives. I'm just a private citizen minding my business.
All I'm saying, okay. Just don't.
Have a good day, okay?
All right. God bless you, man. Take care.
An auditor adept at his job is mentioned. He is knowledgeable about his rights, indicating the importance of being equally informed about one's own rights when dealing with him. Thanks for tuning into our video on 3 cases of dirty cops raiding the wrong house and refusing to leave lawsuit in Los Angeles. Don't forget to like, share, and comment to share your thoughts and spread the message of justice and unity in the community.